Welcome back, my Predizens. Today we're exploring Half-Life 2's second chapter, Red Letter Day. We're continuing our journey through Half-Life 2, chapter by chapter, documenting all the weird little details and spots I come across. And just so we're all on the same page, I don't proclaim to be a Half-Life 2 expert or anything. This is my first time seriously playing the game in like a decade and a half. It's basically a fresh playthrough for me. You'll get all my thoughts as someone who's kinda, but not technically, new to the game. I'm rediscovering a lot as I play through Half-Life 2. Anyway, this is Video Game World Tours. You go through a couple of secret passageways to reach Kleiner's lab. But this doesn't seem like it's completely hidden. There's a lot of doors in here. Like, what's the point of the sliding wall hiding a passageway if the Combine could just come through here? Maybe Alex or someone sealed these off so they're unusable now. I'll give the game a pass there. Oh man, here we go. Another major physics playground. I love how this game gives you so much to fiddle around with while the characters drop some plot details. Let's go through all the little things you can take note of or play with in here. First up is an iconic piece, the teleporter. You interact with it and it teleports the cactus from one point to the other. Just a cool little experiment you can do. But you can also teleport other things, like a book, or an oscilloscope, even some bigger objects like a box or computer monitor. They glitch out real good in there. After enough teleporting, it exploded for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to do that again. Surely this is an appropriate use case. All these random little security monitors. Like I said earlier, I'm not an expert, but I don't think these are any locations we've seen or will see. They don't look familiar. Nothing down here. Oh, I actually discovered you can get up there. If you're a parkour god like I am, that is. Not, much to see up here. But this is probably the most obscure spot you could reach in Kleiner's lab. I'll declare it so. It's on his desk. A lot to look at here. Most obvious is this printer printing directly into the recycler. I've obviously seen this before, but I don't think I ever really noticed it. You know what I mean? Now that I've actively took note of it, I can appreciate the joke. It prints out results only to be recycled away. Good bit. And this magnifying glass. I feel like in other games, especially for the time, they'd either not have something like this at all, or have the lens be so dirty that you couldn't see through it. But in Half-Life 2, there's actually a lens effect that properly distorts what's on the other end of it. You can just tell Valve were so proud of the systems in this game, with the physics and the effects like that. They were showing off. Oof, a hard-to-read monitor. These are a dime a dozen in games from this era. Oh wait, Now we can zoom in. It's still blurry. I don't know what I expected. A similar kind of window on this monitor. It almost reads to me as a keyframe editor up here, and then a node editor down here. Hard to say if this is actually a real program. Does this look familiar to any of you? A classic Starfield screensaver. Nice. You know, I kinda miss screensavers. They added a bit of whimsy to the computer experience. Computers need more whimsy these days. They're full of AI and so sad. Hooey. A lot of little knobs and dials over here. I brought this up in my Half-Life 1 tour, but Valve is the king of greebles in games. Greebles are little bits added to models to give it super fine detail. Like, you look at a Star Destroyer from Star Wars, and you can see so many lines and panels and pipes and vents. It's just the visual cacophony. You're not meant to really focus in there and pay attention to all of them. It just gives the illusion of depth. I see textures like this the same way. Assuming this isn't just a photograph of a real device, texture artists at Valve didn't think about the purpose behind every single switch and gauge here. How could they? Look at all these. They're so intricate. And full of personality, too. Look at all the flashing lights on this one. It's so charming. Or the interfaces here. I have no idea what this is supposed to represent, but it's science-y. I love that feel. Huh, this is kind of a secret spot. Ooh, what do we have here? Seems like there's actually a lot of legible detail in this board. There's some notes at the bottom. Something, Eli, manifold perimeters? Aw, find more watermelon for Lamar. He loves his little baby. That's so cute. Oh my god, Kleiner's got hair. How many of you have laid your eyes upon this beauty before? What seems like a recipe for indescribable salad. Seems pretty describable to me if he got a recipe. Though I guess it's indescribable to me as I can't read it. Aw, a little kid's project depicting Uncle Kleiner. Did Alex make this when she was younger? So adorable. A group picture of some scientists from Black Mesa. Got Gordon, Kleiner, that guy. It's funny how most of these models are freshly made for this game. And then there's this guy with his yee-ass Half-Life 1 model. Okay, we've been in this room long enough. Time to finally move on. Not much to do or look at in here while we wait.
3, 2, 1. No fiddlesticks. What now?
Doctor, the plug.
Dear me, you're right. Gordon, would you mind plugging us in?
I spent some time trying to jump to the ledge where Kleiner is, but I can't quite get there. I almost can. I swear I did once, I just can't remember how. Please believe me. Oh, I distinctly remember something going wrong with the teleporter and you being teleported to other areas. Surely those exist on this map. Let's no-clip around and find them. Wait, what's that? There's a secret passage above the very first room of the chapter. This is completely inaccessible. You'd never know this is here without no-clipping. And by the way, you don't gotta leave a comment telling me eventually you come back here and go through this hallway. Or with any similar questions I pose, really. I'll figure it out eventually, no need to spoil things. I have a feeling this is one of those spots you return to. Or maybe remnants of an earlier version of this map? I don't know. Got the skybox here. But what's that? Is it supposed to be a haze map or something? That's not even a thing, I just made that up. But surely it exists for some reason. Oh, this is where Lamar gets left. Poor fella. This is where the big fishy almost gets you. Got Eli's place, and Breen's office. What is this? It's completely isolated from all the other playable spaces in this map. Oh my... Hey there, man. What's up? So I guess this is supposed to be a place you can actually see somehow, else they wouldn't have placed a G-Man here. I was initially perplexed at this when I first discovered it, but only later when I came back to write some more about this room, I realized what that room was. It's right there. You see this room on the security camera monitor. And then for no reason at all, I randomly decided to press the interact button. It changes cameras. That's your little G-Man sighting right there. That's a hard one to come across. I bet a lot of people miss that. There's nothing really about this monitor or switcher here that indicates you can interact with it. You just gotta try it. Neat. I'm not gonna be no-clipping in every single map. I'll leave that kind of thing to Boundary Break. I just thought to try it here, and it was fun taking a brief detour. Anyway, Gordon doesn't get teleported far. The chase begins. I feel like I should have something to say about this space. It feels weird, empty, like what a lonely crevice back here. I actually found out something funny. I moved on into the next map before realizing I wanted to at least comment on the area with all this electrical stuff. But the door to go back was closed, so I no-clipped through. As soon as I finished loading in, barrels jumped up nearby. It duplicated the props that were there. You can even see it here, too. So I made it my job to go back and forth, loading in as many props as I could, just because I could. More. 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 Okay, you get the idea. Got a side tangent within a side tangent real quick. I went into the new Steam background recording thing recently to export a clip. I wanted to get my genuine reaction to the barrels first duplicating. When I went in there, I noticed there was a tiny head crab icon and a glasses icon. I didn't know what they were at first, but after a second, I realized those were indicators of when Lamar attacked Barney, and the glasses were when you meet Dr. Kleiner. I'm sure iconic moments throughout the game have these little icons. Less of a Half-Life 2 detail, more of a Steam detail. But whatever, it's Half-Life 2 adjacent, and I wanted the work of whoever implemented that to be appreciated. Let's move. Oh, that's I didn't mean to do that. Wait, does that mean I can... This is too much power for one man to wield. I like how the clones politely shuffle out of the way when a new one appears. Okay, no more. Regarding the reason you clicked into this video, there is a semi-interesting spot up here. I never realized that this train yard is the same exact one you start the game in. Look, there's the building that you exit the train in. A couple of you called me crazy for not realizing that it was an open-air station at the beginning of the first video, but a couple more of you said that you were with me and not realizing that. I may be crazy, but at least I'm not alone. And I bet a lot more of you never noticed that this is the same space as the one you see earlier. It's funny how I pointed out that it looks like the train yard in the next chapter. Little bro, it is the train yard in the next chapter. Actually, hold on. Some of the details are different. In the opening, there's some fences at the very end of the train tracks. You can't see them in Chapter 2 here. Also, most notably, there's no giant screen with Breen's face on it. Surely it's supposed to be the same one, and not just an almost identical one. That'd be weird. This is probably just an early version of the Chapter 1 train station, but they never updated it or something. Oh hey dude. Bummer of a post they got you on. Seems sad out here. You're supposed to go through that train to progress, but if you're feeling particularly adventurous, you can go all the way around to this spot. This does not seem like a stable way to stack all that. Oh, that's the end of Chapter 2. This was kind of a short one, but Chapter 3 is long. We'll save that for another day. I'm probably going to do something other than Chapter 3 immediately after this video, just to spice things up. Might do something Counter-Strike Source or Garry's Mod related. I don't know. But rest assured, we will get back to Chapter 3. I won't pull a valve and leave you hanging only at 2. Thanks for watching, Predizens. See you all next time.